Yo, it's your boy Willie Joe, aka Stone Cold Steve Flossin. I need y'all to like and subscribe. We're gonna do this thing. We on the road to episode 100. We on a mission to get 100 episodes. So make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend. Kings of the Ring. The Royalist.
The Royalist. So you asked me. There's a lot of black history in wrestling. But who are the best black wrestlers of all time? And I got 5, along with my patent pending, tried and true honorable mentions.
Yes.
But I guess I'll start off this time.
Okay.
Top 5 black wrestlers of all time. Number 5, gotta be Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons came into the game with Butch Reed and managed by Theodore R. Long as a tag team known as Doom. He's the first black WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Had a really good career as Farouk Assad as well during when he debuted with that blue bullshit. But then he moved to the Nation of Domination Farouk, and then that's where he got good.
Start cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Really good faction.
What was the name of the tag team in WCW? Didn't he have a tag team with another black dude?
Doom. That's what he came in with. Butch Reed.
Yeah, Butch Reed. Yep.
And he was managed by Theodore R. Long.
Doom.
Yep. Had a really good tag team with Sting and Luger. So that's the thing that happened with him. Also, who can't forget the APA? You know, that when first the Acolytes, then becoming the Acolytes.
I hated when it was that.
You don't like the Acolytes?
Mm-mm.
They seem to roll as some sort of him and Bradshaw were in wrestling for a long time. They seem to operate as sort of gatekeepers in wrestling. You know, they always wrestle new talent, be stiff as hell with them. And, they make, famously they tested the Dudleys, they tested the Hardy Boys, they tested also that one tag team from ECW that didn't make it. I forgot their name, Public Enemy. But really good matches. Oh, and of course, after being the Acolytes, they transitioned to being the Acolyte Protection Agency, the APA.
And
after classic. And after Bradshaw went off on his own, he was still around a lot because he coined his damn catchphrase, which got us some mileage back on the roster too. So, Ron Simmons.
Bet my number 5, man. It's a 2-way tie. Because both of them were the 2 first black wrestlers I ever seen.
Okay.
And, really got me on some, oh, dang, it's black wrestlers. That will be Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog, man.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? I'm OG in here, so, I'm going to shout out the originators. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Junkyard Dog, he just was, back then it was fire, and then came out the chain around his neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Old country guy doing his things. When he talk on the promo, sound like he got overalls on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All type of stuff. And then Coco Beware was entertaining, man. He was like one of the first forms of entertainment. You gotta think he was doing all that around the time when Hammer and all that was coming in and being popular, like a little bit before Hammer, but
Break down time.
But still that little space where it's just all about entertainment, Cyndi Lauper, all that type of stuff. So Coco Beware. And the bird, he had the bird.
Yeah. What was his bird's name?
Dang, what was the bird's name?
I forgot his bird's name. It's on the tip of my tongue too. That's the crazy part. I'm sure I'll be let know in a minute. But yeah, okay. Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog. My number 4 is Mark Henry.
Pops.
Not Pops. Not Pops. See what happened? Even he didn't like that statement.
We need a Mark Henry one of these.
Probably, yeah. Mark Henry came in, little known. He was at the same Olympics that Kurt Angle was at in 1996 Atlanta ones. He debuted around the same time as Kurt Angle did too. He came into the game as sexual chocolate. Was his thing, partnering with being satellite members of the Nation of Domination, partnering up with D'Lo Brown, even getting a European title tour championship. First major angle, which apparently I think was a punishment, was the Mae Young hand thing. So he was a presence then. He came back after a little bit. After a little man became the world's strongest man. He got 3-6 Mafia entrance as well. Being managed again by Theodore R. Long, who was Teddy Long at that point. into the game. A little bit later, always like being presented as this like big dominating force as a heel or babyface. Though I will argue he always works better as a heel than a babyface. He's got 2 world title reigns under his belt. That's another thing I need to correct for myself a few years back. CM Punk is a 7-time world champion, not a 5. But Mark Henry 2-time world champion. You know, being the ECW champion once and the World Heavyweight champion once in a Hall of Pain run that basically solidified his career.
Facts.
Hall of Pain was really good. I'm really glad they put that on him and not that whack ass nigga Tyrus. But you know, it's cool. It's cool. Mark Henry got stellar Hall of Fame career working for both AEW and WWE as well. Great programs with the Big Show, with Daniel Bryan as well. So yeah, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, man. My number 4 is Mark Henry as well.
Okay.
Your dad, your twin flame.
I'm gonna need you to chill, bro.
Yeah. So you already said enough for him. So Mark Henry.
All right. Number 3, I got some lady representation here. Number 3 is the CEO Mercedes Moné. You gotta talk about black wrestlers, and you gotta bring up Mercedes Moné, whether she was Sasha Banks or whether her.
Oh, your 2 and 1 gonna be interesting because go ahead.
Or it's like Mercedes Moné has to be talked about in terms.
Vince, I feel the same.
Has to be talked about in this conversation. She was one of the horsewomen of the new age of women's wrestlers in WWE. She was in that elite class with Bayley and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. She was involved in the first ladies Hell in a Cell match between her and Bayley. Really good stat. She's always like a great presence, multiple time women's world champion as well. Really good feud with Naomi as well. Good, and a nice little feather on her cap that caused her to leave was her tag title run. But even in AEW, she's like moving crazy as a CEO, Mercedes Moné. Like I said,
moving crazy. It's crazy.
12 titles. In what world do you have 12 titles at one time and not be moving crazy? Come on, bro.
A Tony Khan world.
No matter if it's a Tony Khan world or a McMahon world.
Hey, I just did a partnership with Office Depot. We just created a belt, Office Depot belt. Let's put it on fucking Mercedes Moné.
Then that's another belt. That's another belt.
That ain't lineage. Solidified, bro. She got 5 belts from Staples and fucking Total Wine.
The indie titles that she has, and she has fairly come into contact with by being good. The stat in and of itself being platformed upon a black wrestler like that is really cool.
You got to put a C.
That's
the only way you got to put it. That's the only way you can put it to make it make sense.
But even then, she's like a really good wrestler on her own. Like I can tell if it was like a bad wrestler who's like given this spot and then they just like decide to push her to the moon, then it'd be different. But that on top of her being like a really good wrestler as well, really good. Her feuds with Time with Tony Storm and Chris Statlander in AEW really good as well. Can't wait to see where her career goes. Number 3, Mercedes Moné.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, my number 3, showing what a real female on your list look like.
What you gonna say?
Bianca Belair, dude.
Okay.
That is who you should have fucking said.
She
did everything that you needed to do. If she wasn't injured, she would be having the year of her life right now. And Jade Cargill would have some kind of relevancy because Bianca's here to save her. Bianca has done the most, bro. She's looks the part, can wrestle, athletic, has a gimmick of her own. You put out the long ponytail, you know exactly who that is and what that is and everything. She ain't got to go to no other company and get 90 belts to try to be relevant. She just stand on her own. You know what I'm talking about? She bad. No disrespect, Montez, but she bad, though. Bianca Belair, man. Number 3, EST, man.
I'm not mad at that.
Like you know.
I'm not mad at that. She's actually one of my honorable mentions. I'm not mad at that, though. Number 2.
Killing me.
Is Booker T. Number 2 is Booker T. 30-plus year career. You're rolling your eyes right now, and I can't wait to hear what you got to say. But 30-plus year career. Came into the game with his brother Stevie Ray as part of Harlem Heat. Multiple time tag champs, great feuds with the likes of.
Man, he better not be number 1.
I don't know who you think who I'm talking about, but it's only like one definitive number one. But like
anybody mixed can't be number one. Let's just put that right in there before.
I am tired of this whole biracial ain't black discourse.
I knew that was your fucking
I'm
number
so
one,
tired of this
bro.
biracial ain't black discourse.
Because your number
bro.
2 should be number 1.
My number 2 is Booker T. Listen, 6-time world heavyweight champion. Great matches with as Harlem Heat as part with his brother Stevie Ray. Good matches with the likes of the Horsemen as well as the Nasty Boys. Gaining all those tag titles, going on his own and being a world champion. Good matches with the likes of Scott Steiner. The match itself, not the ending. I hate the ending of this match. With the match with Triple H or WrestleMania, the match itself was fine, but the ending I hated. The King Booker gimmick was also really good. That's like a gimmick I hated when I was a kid, but I love it now. Also a part of a lot of iconic moments, especially the him and Austin going to the grocery store. Really good iconic moment. Also Booker T having a wrestling school that's like a pipeline to WWE as well. I can tell he's definitely a student of the game. You know, he's been in this for a minute. He's good. He's always been good. In fact, I think if you put him back in the ring right now, he could still probably like pull out a move or two, you know? So yeah, my number 2 is Booker T.
For sure, bro. Yo, if your uncle is Umanga, you ain't fucking on this list, bro. Anyways, number 2 is who man, your list is crazy. Number 2 is Ron Simmons, dog. The first ever fucking champ of WCW should be in the top 3. How is he number 5? And he's done the unthinkable. He's the first ever black champion, bro.
Because there's another first ever black champion that's in my honorable mentions. And if I said his name, you'll be like, okay, I get it. I'm just saying.
Yo, this is insane. Vince, I feel you, bro. This is crazy.
Get Vince the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, God, for real, bro. I mean, you said Ron Simmons, man. The real number 2, man.
Real number 2. Ron Simmons is good, though. I appreciate him in his score. I actually saw him. He and Bradshaw were at the Gathering of Juggalos at the wrestling event I went to.
You spoke to him?
Yeah. I said like a few words to him. It was pretty cool. You know, they're in APA gear, so you know Bradshaw's been like appearing in the indies for a whole bunch of companies, and now Farouk was there too. It was really cool seeing them too. Honorable mentions time. Naomi has been in the game for a minute. You know, multiple time women's champion. She pulled off Heist of the Century 2 at Evolution. That was really cool to see. You know, she's like when she started doing the whole glow gimmick was really cool. Her tenure as Trinity in TNA before she came back to WWE was really good as well. Having a great feud with Jordan Grace. I really hope they run it back on the main roster when Naomi eventually comes back. Devon Dudley, another normal mention of mine. Part of one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Absolutely.
Multiple time tag team champion with Brother Ray Dudley. Swerve Strickland, another honorable mention of mine.
Don Julio Belly.
Look, man, that man's fucking power cleaning my fucking squat. He can look however the fuck he wants, bro. If you like what's called if you power cleaning like 500 pounds, look however the fuck you want, bro. You got it. You fucking got it. Kofi Kingston, another honorable mention of mine. Also as an asterisk, Xavier Woods as well, but mostly Kofi Kingston.
Not Big E.
Big E's career, not Big E.
Whoa,
not Big E. He's good, but I don't know if I want to put him on this list though. Keith Lee's not on here either. But
thank you, jeez.
But first African-born WWE champion. You know, part of one of the greatest tag team champions of the modern era, the New Day. Day. Multiple time tag team champion, multiple time Intercontinental and United States champion. This man's done it all. You know, I think he's a Grand Slam champion too, because So, you know, Kofi Kingston. And my last honorable mention is R-Truth. R-Truth, Ronda Truth Killings, whatever you want to call him. Now, that's the first black NWA champion of all time. He won it back in 2005 against Ken Shamrock in TNA. Great, like, reliable worker. I felt like he should have had at least, like, one world championship run in WWE. Now, I'm not hoping for that. But, you know. it's really a shame that he's like in ring career got like diminished after like a spot with Grayson Waller some years back. But when he was like doing the dancing thing, when he was partnering with Road Dogg all the way back when, and when he was in TNA having his anti-white gimmick, won him his first world championship as a black man in the NWA. And when he came back to WWE doing the rapping thing in 08, his little partnership with John Morrison, with Kofi Kingston, him going crazy with the whole little Jimmy thing when he turned heel, the Awesome Truth stuff, his United States Championship run as well. R-Truth, and him being like thoroughly entertaining and funny for years, puts him on this list. So Ron Killings, R-Truth, K-Quick, whatever you want to call him, is my like I want to mention. One more I don't mention is New Jack. I gotta mention New Jack.
Fire. My honorable mentions. Too Cold Scorpio.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, great talent.
Dabrowski. That's the first person I seen flipping off the ropes, like, and doing all kind of shit. I was like, damn, who is this dude?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal's great.
Like, especially when he mimicked Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. And he wrestles very well. Like,
should have put on my
that last match when he wrestled Ric Flair when Ric Flair was hella old.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Cool match. I know it's a few of them I'm not thinking of. Virgil kind of could wrestle.
Yeah, no, he was a wrestler before he got partnered up with Ted DiBiase.
So even after he was straight, or even during when he was this boy and getting the tag teams and certain things with him, he was all right. I'll go with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my number one, black wrestler.
Black, bro.
All black,
bro.
Black wrestler.
Not mixed, bro.
He's black, bro.
His fucking uncle named Umanga, bro.
His dad is Rocky Johnson. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock is my number one for best black wrestler of all time. Listen, bro, I am not engaging in this whole biracial ain't black discourse. This is a black man, all right? His father's a black man. He's a black man, all right? Listen. He's on the list. If he got put on if they got put on that Black History shit by WWE, of course that kind of super solidifies that. Even though I've been categorizing him as a black man, but what can you say about The Rock? Multiple world title winner, Intercontinental win. I could like his feud with Ken Shamrock over the IC title when he first came in. His run with the Nation of Domination, really good. His feuds with consistently on top of the card with the likes of Austin, Triple H, with Vince McMahon, The Undertaker, Kane, like all these like top billing act, Brock Lesnar, like all these top billing acts in really good matches. Even when he came back years later and he did the 2-piece with John Cena, even rather recently when he tagged with his cousin Roman to go against Cody and Seth. And he's definitely earned his spot at the top now, even being TKO representative. As a wrestler, I think you can't get any better than The Rock.
Yeah, Rock's a GOAT. He just ain't black, but
he is black though.
He's definitely a GOAT. I ain't got no argument against Rock the wrestler. Rock the black man, We might have to talk to Dr. Umar.
Man, Dr. Umar.
My number one. Well, yeah, I said it. Booker T, dog.
Not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Number one is Booker T.
That's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say.
No other black man trajectory went that way like Booker T. It's not a lot of people that started in WCW was kind of like I'm riding with WCW. Then when that whole bottom out happened, had to go to WWF. No one really, it wasn't a lot of people, unless you was Ric Flair or something like that. It wasn't a lot of people that took that transition well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wasn't the same Buff Bagwell, ask all them kind of people. Big Papa Pump, ask all them. Like that transition didn't go well for them, but it went very well for Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
He went even more up in WWE when he finally got over there. And Harlem Heat is one of the best black tag teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's his brother. Like, and they from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he broke Trick Williams just from commentating. you can't say too much more about my boy, man.
I ain't mad at that. All right, cool. Boy Khalil, aka the Third Hardy Boy. We're on a route to be in a podcast club of 100 episodes. We'll get there only by you guys. So if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, make sure you leave us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know how you're liking the product. Appreciate y'all.